Let's talk about overwhelm. I've had a ton of conversations with people about overwhelm just this last 10 days, and I'm not quite sure what's different right now than what was 2 months ago, than what was 6 months ago, a year ago. But for some reason, this concept is coming up over and over again. And I want to explain just one small piece of model that may help us all to put things in perspective. In the world of recording and sound, we have a concept that we call a floor. So if you were to be quiet when this broadcast ends and just sit back and close your eyes and listen to the sound that's around you, there might be a computer fan that's whirring. You might hear pipes rattling. You might hear windows. You might hear a child. You might hear all those kinds of things that are oftentimes so soft that you can't hear them, but your microphone does. And that sound, that bass sound, is what we call a floor. It's a floor of sound that is always there behind what is going on. And so when that floor gets too high, what we do in the recording studio is that we make a recording, we take 30 to 60 seconds of that, and then we put that through a special processor that then analyzes it and goes into everything else and removes that floor, so that it's not just sitting there buzzing underneath. All right, here's how this applies in my mind to what we're going through right now. So there's always a floor of stress, of struggles, of everything going on. COVID, the way it's happened, keeps taking that floor and moving it from here to here to here to here to here. And so here we are here. Omicron has come and done its deed. And where we are right now is, okay, I may have gotten sick. My family may have gotten sick up to this point. But what we don't know is what's the next Greek letter, alphabet letter that we're going to learn, and how is that going to impact us? And is it going to be more severe? Is it going to be less? And how is this affecting the economy and inflation and truckers and all these elements that are going on right now? And so what's happened is that floor has gone from something that in our environment, we have to sit back and close our eyes and listen to hear that there's a floor, to we have no trouble understanding the floor of stress that is on us right now. Every one of us is going through a heightened level of stress. We have been for 2 years. It keeps ratcheting up to higher levels. And so our floor is at the point where there are days where it just can't continue. Okay, based on that model, and by the way, let me know, is that model accurate for you? Are you finding that's a good way to describe it, this, especially the ratcheting up of the floor? Let me know in the comments. Here's the reason I wanted to bring this up. Just like in recording, the only way to eliminate that floor is to get rid of it. And what ends up happening for us is that we've got this level of stress right now. And the only way, since we can't get rid of COVID, we can't get rid of inflation, we can't get rid of the stress on kids and all those things that are going on, what we have to do is take something else out to lower the level of the floor so that we can continue to function. And the important part is this: that won't happen unless you explicitly make it happen. It involves looking at your life and saying, what piece of stress can I remove? Because the floor that we just talked about, the external factors, they're not changing. And even if you stop watching the news or stop paying attention to it, it's still out there. It's still affecting you. And so, yes, that may be part of it. If you are addicted to watching the news, you may want to stop. That'll remove some of that stress. But you may have to get out of the this particular thing. You may need to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses in terms of, hey, your friend's doing this well in business, and so now you've got to do that better than that so that you stay up with it. Whatever that is, we need to analyze our life. It may be, hey, you stop cooking and you start ordering. I don't know what it is, but I personally believe that the only way we're going to solve the floor problem in our life is for us to explicitly do it. And it's vital we do this right now because we don't know what COVID's going to do. And we need to reduce this stress now so that we can continue to function at the level we need to be doing. Just my thoughts. I wanted to put that out there because I know it's on people's minds. It's what I hear about in virtually every call that I'm on. What can you remove? How can you remove some stress from your life so that you can function at the level that you need to? I'd love to know what it is in the comments if you're willing to share that. If not, that's fine too. I still appreciate you anyway. Thanks. Just go do this stuff.